Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy.
Hi, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Today's video is going to be a comparison between my Chanel lambskin bag and my Lady Dior lambskin bag. And I will link somewhere in here my initial review on the Chanel lambskin bag and how it is wearing. This bag is not even 6 months old. I believe I purchased this in April. And then the Dior bag, I got this for Mother's Day. It is, however, older than the Chanel bag. The Dior is from 2017, and I purchased it pre-loved. And the person that I purchased it from said that they had only used it once, and there was a tiny bit of wear when I got it, and I will share that with you and show you if any new wear has occurred on it. I wanted to wait a little while because I did get this one first and had used it more, and so I wanted to carry this one so it would be a fair example. So going over this one again, and I won't do too much in depth because I did already do, a full video on this. There are, I really wouldn't call this scratches so much as creases. There are some scratches, but a lot of them are just kind of creases in the front. So there is the front of the bag. On the side, nothing at all. And on the back, there is marks here from opening and closing the bag, which that is normal. That's going to happen with lambskin. As you can see right there, that's just the way it works. The real wear on this is really on the inside. And as I have shown this many times, the very first time I used it, the zipper left a huge mark right there. And then when you get into this part of the bag, the interior flap, there are just tons of marks and scratches. The interior of the bag is pretty good, but really a lot of it through here and some marks on the outside. The bottom of the bag, these are definitely scratches. Hopefully that will show. Let me try that way. Sometimes the lights help, and sometimes they kind of reflect a little bit too much. So the lady, when I got it, had this damage on the handle right here. If I can get my hand out of the way, there's a small dent there. And almost every lady I have seen has a dent on the handles. They're very, very smooth. And I don't know why, but the outside does fine, the puffier part here, but the inside where it's smooth, it seems to dent quite easily. As far as the exterior of the bag, I do not see a single scratch or a single mark on this bag. And keep in mind, this is from 2017. I'm not sure. She said she used it once, but she definitely didn't use it very many times, which is obvious, but I have been using it and absolutely nothing. And the bottom of the bag does have one little mark right there, one little scratch, kind of right there. Hard to see that, but really good. And this is the part that I was the most concerned about with this bag, because the lady has an extremely, extremely tight opening. So I was really concerned about the lambskin on this area. And as you can see, there is nothing at all there. So the way you get in and out of this bag, that the sales associate told me, I originally was going to purchase this in a black. She said you push down on one, pull up on another, and pull it apart. So that's quite a bit of maneuvering for lambskin, and not a scratch, not a mark, nothing. And this is the very smooth, very soft lambskin right there. So yeah, I don't see, let's check the little circle that the Dior charm is on. And I don't see anything on that either. And those charms are dangling on that, you know, and moving around on there. If I can get it back now, there we go. But yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this. In my personal opinion, I think the Dior lambskin absolutely blows away the Chanel. I just think it is much better quality. I think it's holding up better. I'm a lot more impressed with this lambskin than I am with this one. And let's check the strap. I have never used the strap. I have stored it like this, and I'm not sure if the previous owner used the strap or not, but let's see if there's any marks just from storage, because that's the first mark that this one got, was just sitting overnight buttoned with my things in it on my dresser, and that is where this giant mark right here came from the zipper, just sitting there, not overstuffed or anything. So let's look at this and see, and I do not see any marks on this at all. There's kind of a small little indentation kind of running through. I don't know if I can possibly hold it still enough for you to see. Can you see that kind of running down there? So there is that. I wouldn't call that a scratch. I'm not sure quite what that's from, probably just from being rolled up and the way that I'm storing it. There's a little mark here where I'm guessing perhaps she was more petite than I am and had it in that strap, because I do have it set on the longest. A little bit of wrinkling right here, which that doesn't bother me because a lot of straps on my bags, you know, wrinkle. That's not a big deal to me at all. I'm much more concerned with how the outside of them are wearing, and you know, how long that they're going to stay beautiful. So I did speak with a sales associate who has worked for both fashion brands, fashion houses, however you say it. And I was asking him if the Dior was better than the Chanel. And this is what he had to say about it. He said, it's not. He said the difference with the two is this is a very stiff, very structured bag. And he said that a big part of it is that there is, I forget what his word was, but there's something in here to make the bag stiff. You can feel it down in there. There's like, it's not cardboard, but something is in there to give the bag its shape. Whereas this is just the leather, and no, it doesn't feel like there's anything keeping this one, you know, like its shape. I'm not making sense, am I? I'm trying to remember how he worded it, and I'm trying to say it correctly. But he said that was a majority of the difference. But I can see that, you know, as far as structure would go, but it's not scratching, which I find, you know, very interesting. It's like I'm using the bags the same way, and same jewelry on, same fingernails, which, pardon my chippy manicure, I really need to get to my nails, but using them the same way, and yet this one just shows so much more wear. I had a lot of really interesting comments on the video from this one. I had people telling me that they had theirs for a day, like me, and instantly had wear, and they were afraid to use them, and that the insides were totally marked up. Then I also had people tell me that they had some vintage ones that had nothing wrong with them at all and held up absolutely beautiful, and several people said that you could just buff marks out with your fingertips. And I don't know if that's a color issue, because most of the people that I've seen that say that have a black bag, and this one is blue, of course, so I'm not sure if that makes a difference. I have not used any leather conditioner, anything on this. I haven't even used the Chanel buffing cloth on it. It really isn't that big of a deal how it's aging. And as I said in the end of that video, I would purchase this again. I love the color. I love the feel. I mean, compared to Caviar, this is just, oh, it's so luxurious. It's just special. I just absolutely love it. But I just wanted to do this because if you are considering purchasing lambskin and you can't deal with having marks on a bag that's not even 6 months old and is very infrequently used. I don't use this as a daily bag. I definitely use it, but this one is like, you know, it's more for, I've taken it shopping and going out to dinner and stuff, but it's definitely not used like my Caviar bags. So if something like that is gonna bother you, I just wanted to put out, you know, a really honest lambskin review. And if I was gonna choose between the two and I was really, really worried about the wear, I would definitely go for the Lady over the Chanel. I know a lot of people really love this one in the jumbo size. For me personally, this is as large as I would go with a Chanel lambskin piece. The jumbo is a really big bag, and I would be afraid of, you know, possibly bumping it into things and, you know, adding wear my own self. But that depends on you and, you know, how careful you feel that you are and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I would not personally go bigger than this. I absolutely love lambskin. I still have every intention of adding a black lambskin bag to my collection. It will definitely not be a medium flap from Chanel, and not because of how this one is wearing, but because I already have two. I have this one, then I have a Caviar one. So I'm trying not to duplicate bags anymore. That's kind of my goal. And again, it would also not be a Black Lady. I absolutely love this bag. It's not going anywhere. Neither of them are going anywhere. Happy with both of them. But this bag is, like I said, it is difficult to get in and out of. It holds a ton, and I will see if I have, I'm pretty sure I do, I have a video of what's in this bag, and it holds a lot. And I love that you can put a full-size wallet in here and all of that good stuff, but it's really difficult to get in and out of. So, and yeah, so I've ruled that out. That was something I really was considering purchasing this one in black, but I have a few things that I'm thinking of, and eventually we'll add something in black lamb to my collection. But just show you this one again close up, just so you can see that there is absolutely nothing at all with this bag other than, and I haven't gotten another mark either on the handles, just that one that was there when I got it, and it's very, very minor. And of course then the wear again on this one, which mostly is again on the interior, which hopefully that is showing. And then you can see here when you lift it up, it wrinkles all the way down, and that's normal wear and tear. That's just what lambskin is going to do. But would I purchase lambskin again? Yes, absolutely. And I am planning on adding another piece in lambskin at some point. I absolutely love it, but it is a little bit more delicate. I watch all these reviews and it's like, it's not as delicate as you think. It kind of is, I think, at least for the Chanel. And I'm surprised the Lady is not as delicate as I thought. I think it's just holding up beautiful. I think Dior just knocks it out of the park with their lambskin, although I'm not opposed to purchasing another Chanel lambskin piece. And I also showed in this video, if you want to watch it, I showed my my lambskin small leather good. I only have one, and I've had that one for a year, and the wear on that is completely different. It's basically nothing, which shocks me because that's going in and out and in and out of a bag and being handled a ton. And So I don't know. I have heard that different seasons are different on the lambskin, and I'm sure that's true because that's how it is with caviar. Some seasons are more puffy, some are more shiny, you know, it's just always kind of different there. So, well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch another video, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.